is worthy of a few words. It's about a young guy, me, who, not me now, but me when I was young. When I was a teenage boy, and I kind of had a crush on a girl who came into the neighborhood to visit her aunt and uncle for about a week during one summer. And I was probably about 12 or 13 years old. And anyway, this girl lived in a place called Conshohoken, Pennsylvania. Now, a lot of people don't know where that is, but it's a little town. It was a lot smaller back then. And I fell in love with this girl after seeing her for the first time. And she left a few days later, went to Conshohoken, and we had a few phone calls and a few letters, and that was about it. But I swear, I knew that she was the love of my life. Of course, you know, she didn't have a clue of that, but I knew. And so I ran into one of these things. I was a headstrong kid, and I had a little spat with my folks, and stuck my thumb out, hitchhiked up to Conshohoken with a friend, and went to a telephone booth up there. And fortunately, I had a couple dimes in my pocket. I spent one of them and called her, and she said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I ran away to come to see you." And she said, She hung up and called my parents, and they shuttled me back home. But all these years later, I went up on a business trip a few years back, and I said, I was on my way to Philadelphia, but I gotta go by Conshohoken. And so I went into Conshohoken, and all these memories came back to me. I can't remember her name, but I remember the whole intent of this thing, and that is that everything we do, every thought, every word, every deed, is in fact a part of heaven's plan. That's what the song's about. I think I'm going to throw some harmonica on this.
All right.
How's that, Joe?
Wow, you did that pretty well.
I'm looking for an engineer who can work with me.
Don't tell him. Let's see if he figures out that there's no
harmonica. Put Honer
harmonica.
out of business. They got a market on these silly contraptions here. And frankly, they don't work that great. And
did you bring the D harmonica?
Indeed, I did.
Oh.
That's the one. Indeed. I stopped off in Conshohoken, a little town along the way. A place of youthful memories, most have faded into gray. With no clue of where this path would lead, a piece of the puzzle of planet C. A piece of the puzzle of planet C. I once knew a girl who lived there. Her name I can't recall. A younger summer's heartbeat written on some old brick wall. With no clue where that path would lead, a piece of the puzzle of planet C. A piece of the puzzle of planet C. In a rush of wild rebellion, well, I ran away from home, with anger as my banner, running scared and all alone, with no clue of where that path would lead, a piece of the puzzle of planet C. A piece of the puzzle of planet C. Is a part of heaven's plan. Every thought, every word and deed, reflecting on my past to see just how the pieces fit, and what has sprung from every plan and seed. I stopped off in Conshohoken, and I called her on the phone. She quickly called my parents, who shuttled me back home. With no clue where that path would lead, puzzle of planet C. A piece of the puzzle of planet C. When I think back on Conshohoken, well, I have a grateful heart for the girl who broke my trust and who kindly did her part. With no clue where that path would lead, a piece of the puzzle of planet C. A piece of the puzzle of planet C. I stopped off in Conshohoken, a little town along the way.
Yes, it is.
A place of youthful memories, most have faded into gray like my hair. With no clue where that path would lead, a piece of the puzzle of planet C. A piece of the puzzle of planet C. Thank you, very generous. Wrap up here with a song called Calling Me, and it was from a CD done a few years back, and it goes like this.